3 diamond bow brooches have claimed more monarchs than any conspiracy in history. A queen's bloody revenge spanning 150 years. This is how the story of Victoria's cursed brooches began. Alexandra died in agony. Mary lost her mind in old age. The Queen Mother didn't dare wear them for her final 20 years, and when Elizabeth II wore all 3 together, she was gone within a month. Palace servants whisper, "These brooches speak of vengeance and of a curse sealed in stone." Stay with us. The truth is more terrifying than any rumor. 1858 became Queen Victoria's year of greatest humiliation. A woman who ruled the world's mightiest empire was forced to bow her head before her own parliament's decision. Jewels worth £1 million, a fortune that could fund an entire army, were to leave English shores forever. Victoria stood in the throne room, her fists clenched beneath the folds of her magnificent gown. Before her lay the jewel cases containing ornaments she considered hers by birthright. The diamonds of Queen Charlotte, her grandmother, sparkled one last time under English sunlight. Tomorrow, an envoy from the King of Hanover would claim them, her own cousin, who dared challenge the British crown. This confrontation began much earlier. Victoria could once have ruled not only England, but Hanover as well. She was first in the line of succession, but ancient Germanic law ruthlessly severed all female claims to the throne. The crown passed to her uncle, Ernest Augustus, Duke of Cumberland, an ambitious and vengeful man. The newly crowned King of Hanover wasn't content with just a throne. Ernest Augustus launched a full campaign against his niece, seizing every opportunity to demonstrate his superiority. He blocked Prince Albert's attempts to receive a higher title. He refused to vacate his quarters in England's St. James Palace, openly flouting diplomatic protocol. But the real battle erupted over Queen Charlotte's inheritance. These jewels carried a special history. King George III had given them to Charlotte, spending funds from the English treasury for their purchase. However, before her death, the Queen made a fateful decision. She bequeathed all the jewelry to the House of Hanover, believing the English crown would forever remain in Hanoverian hands. Victoria and Ernest Augustus belonged to the same dynasty, but this only intensified their bitter rivalry. The King of Hanover saw himself as the sole legitimate heir through the male line, and therefore the rightful owner of these treasures. Victoria viewed his demands as nothing short of highway robbery. The court battles dragged on for decades. Diplomatic notes flew across the North Sea like cannonballs in a naval engagement. Ernest Augustus never lived to see victory. He departed this world without achieving his prize. But his son proved a more determined heir to his father's ambitions. The new King of Hanover surpassed his father in diplomatic pressure tactics. His messages to London became so persistent that the English Parliament decided to end this international scandal once and for all. A special commission was formed to thoroughly examine every document, witness testimony, and legal aspect of the case. The commission's verdict struck like a thunderbolt. The jewels should be transferred to the Hanoverian king. Legal formalities proved stronger than imperial ambitions. When Victoria received word of the government's decision, the Queen entered what courtiers diplomatically called extreme displeasure. In reality, the British Empress experienced a fit of rage that could rival a volcanic eruption. She paced through the palace halls, accusing ministers of cowardice and Parliament of betraying national interests. But there was nothing to be done. Constitutional monarchy had its limits, and even the all-powerful Victoria couldn't oppose the will of the people's representatives. She would have to part with jewels she had considered an integral part of her collection for many years. The loss of the Hanoverian inheritance became more than just financial damage for Victoria. This was an insult that demanded vengeance. The Queen decided to commission jewelry that would outshine the lost treasures and demonstrate to the entire world the true magnificence of the British crown. The order went to the workshops of the renowned Garrard company, court jewelers whose reputation had been flawless for several generations. Victoria demanded the creation of 3 bow brooches, but not ordinary ornaments, true works of art that would surpass any comparable pieces in European royal collections. The Garrard masters accepted the challenge with the enthusiasm of true artists. They created a design revolutionary for its time: 3-dimensional bows made from narrow ribbons, crafted with such precision they seemed woven from frozen light. The brooches came in different sizes, from the most delicate to truly monumental, but all were conceived as a unified set. Bringing the royal vision to life required gems of exceptional quality. The jewelers selected 497 colorless diamonds of perfect cut and 9 of the rarest pink diamonds, stones whose value could be measured in fortunes. Each crystal was set with jeweler's precision, creating a play of light capable of dazzling any observer. Victoria's brooches became a technological breakthrough in mid-19th century jewelry craftsmanship. The Garrard masters didn't simply create beautiful ornaments, they invented a fundamentally new approach to royal regalia design. Each brooch featured a special loop at its base, allowing additional pendants to be attached. This detail transformed the jewelry into convertibles. They could change their appearance depending on the occasion's formality. This simple mechanism opened limitless possibilities for style experimentation. The 3-dimensional bow construction required special engineering solutions. The jewelers developed a system of internal fastenings that ensured structural strength while maintaining visual lightness. The brooches appeared weightless, as if they could be untied with a single motion, but in reality were complex mechanisms crafted from precious metals. Completing this commission became a true triumph of English jewelry artistry. Victoria received ornaments that not only compensated for the loss of the Hanoverian inheritance, but surpassed it in every aspect. Contemporaries noted that the new brooches appeared more refined and luxurious than Queen Charlotte's lost jewelry. Before her death, Victoria made a decision that forever changed her creation's status. She bequeathed the bow brooches not as personal property, but as crown jewels, regalia that would pass from monarch to monarch according to strict succession rules. The first heir was Queen Alexandra of Denmark, wife of Edward VII. The Danish princess, renowned for her impeccable taste in jewelry, immediately fell in love with the Victorian bows. Her sister, Russian Empress Maria Feodorovna, was considered one of Europe's most elegant women, yet even she acknowledged Alexandra's superior skill in wearing precious gems. At her coronation, Alexandra made a bold, stylistic experiment. She adorned not her bodice with the brooches, as tradition demanded, but the hem of her magnificent gown. This unexpected move caused a sensation among courtiers and set a new fashion trend in European aristocratic circles. The next owner became Queen Mary of Teck, a woman with a truly obsessive passion for collecting jewelry. Thanks to her efforts, the royal treasury gained numerous ornaments once belonging to the Russian imperial family. After the revolution, emigrants sold ancestral regalia for pennies. Mary returned the brooches to their classical wearing style, but added large diamond pendants using the innovative loops the creators had provided. 3 bows worn simultaneously on the bodice created a dazzling cascade of light. The final great owners of the bow brooches were 2 queens whose reigns shaped modern Britain. Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, passed the ornaments to her daughter, Elizabeth II, who ruled for 70 years and became a symbol of stability in an era of global change. Elizabeth II preferred wearing the brooches separately, allowing her to vary the formality of her appearance depending on the occasion. In her final decades of reign, she appeared especially often wearing one of the Victorian brooches, as if drawing strength from them to fulfill her royal duties. The culmination came during her Platinum Jubilee celebration. Elizabeth chose one of Victoria's bow brooches for this historic moment. The symbolism was clear. Two long reigning queens, separated by centuries, but united by a shared legacy of service to the nation. Today, Queen Victoria's bow brooches remain among the most significant ornaments of the British crown. They have survived changing eras, fashion revolutions, and transformations of the monarchy itself. They embody a story of confrontation transformed into triumph, a tale of royal revenge that became cultural heritage. From their creation in Garrard's workshops to the present day, these ornaments remain proof of how personal drama can create artwork that outlives its creators and contemporaries. The bow brooches became more than mere jewelry. They transformed into symbols of powers, continuity, elegance, and the unconquerable spirit of the British monarchy. So there you have it, the mystery of one of history's boldest acts of royal retribution. Tell me honestly, do you believe in the power of symbols? What happened with Queen Victoria and her legendary brooches proves that sometimes jewelry becomes a weapon in dynastic wars. Your thoughts are worth their weight in gold. Do you think Victoria was right to create these brooches as an act of revenge? Or perhaps you know other stories of royal jewels where passions ran just as high. Don't forget to hit that like button if this tale of royal character struck a chord. Subscribe and ring that notification bell. We have many more stories ahead that will amaze even the most seasoned jewelry enthusiasts. See you very soon with more secrets from royal treasuries.